Let's continue with the same chapter 13, question number 4. M and N are the midpoints of the side QR and PQ. M is the midpoint of this side and N is midpoint of this side, and PQR is an right angle triangle. First part, you have to prove PM square plus RN square is equal to this. Look children, in this case what you have to do, I took the triangle PQM because in order to obtain PM square we need to take triangle QPM. Apply Pythagoras, it is PM square is equal to PQ square plus QM square. This is first equation. Now how can we get Rn? By taking this triangle. So Rn square will be equal to Qn square plus QR square. Then we need Mn square. For that we'll take this small triangle. Mn square will be equal to Nq square plus Qm square. So by taking three different triangles I got the value. Now first part we need to find out the value of PM square plus Rn square. For that we will add equation number 1 and 2, and the right hand side of both the equations are this. So this way I'm going to add it. Now PQ can be written as twice of Qn. Okay, twice of Qn because n is the midpoint. Qm square as it is, then Qn square. Then again QR can be written as QM whole square. So when you will open this square, it will be 4QN square. This term as it is, this term as it is, 4QM square. So children, 4QN square plus QN square will make it 5. QM square plus 4QM square will make it 5. 5 can be taken common, and from the figure or from third equation, QM square is equal to Q plus QN square, that is equal to Mn square. Second part, you have to prove 4PM square is equal to this equation. For this, I took first equation, that was this. Now compare it. PM square we need, QP square also we need, but in place of we need QR. Now what is the relation of QM and QR? QM is half of QR because M is the midpoint. Replace it. Open the square, it will be 1 by 4, take 4 this side, it will multiply over here also, and then the result. Fourth part, you have to prove this. For this I took equation number 2, this is equation number 2. Rn we need, QR we need, but in place of PQ we need Qn. So what is the relation of PQ and Qn? Qn is half of PQ, clear? So Qn can be written as half of PQ. Again in the same way, open the square, take LCM, that is the result. Fourth part, we need to find the value of PM square plus Rn square. So for this you have to prove, add second and third part. Add second and third part. If you will add, take 5 common, that will be the required result. Question number 5, a triangle is given. This is right triangle at B. D is the midpoint of BC. Prove that AC square is equal to this is what you have to prove. So what I did, I took full triangle, apply Pythagoras, clear? Then I took the triangle, this one, applied Pythagoras. Now compare it with the result. Look here, AB is common. I got the value of AB. What is the value of AB square? That will be AD square minus BD square. Put the value over here, clear? I replace the value. Then BC can be written as twice of BD because in solution we need CD. What we need? CD. So this can be written twice of BD. Okay. So when you will open it, look here. AC square, AD square, BD minus this is twice of BD square. And you know that BD is equal to CD. At last we can write, this is the midpoint. BD can be replaced with CD. That's the result what you have to prove. So you can replace it. Sixth question. You are given a rectangle. Prove that AC square. So for that we need to join it. Clear? Prove that AC square. So AC square can be found using Pythagoras theorem in this triangle. Then BD square can be found using this triangle. So I got. Then after we will add them. So this is what the result you have to prove. You can see the question in the book. Seventh question I already solved. You can go through the solution. Clear? Very easy. You can go through it. Ninth question, hint is already given to you. Question number 10th. The diagonals of rhombus, children, you know, diagonals of rhombus bisect at 90 degree. This angle will be 90 degree. I took all the sides as x. This is what you have to prove. OA square plus OC square. So for this what I did, I took this triangle, and in this triangle I applied Pythagoras. Then I took the triangle BOC. I applied Pythagoras in this also because I need OA square plus OC square. So we will add both the equations. So this side I got this. Now AB square plus BC square. In place of AB square, I need AD. And you know that all the sides of rhombus are equal. I can replace AB also, BC also with AD. So if we replace it with AD, it will become 2AD square minus 2. In place of OB, what we need? We need BD. So what is the relation of OB and BD? OB is half of BD. So OB can be written as BD divided by 2 square. So open it. This is the result what you have to prove. 12th question. In an isosceles triangle, this is isosceles triangle, AB is equal to AC and D is the point on BC produced. D is this point. Prove that. This is what you have to prove. So for this children, what I did, I took the triangle AED. Clear? Apply Pythagoras on this. If you apply Pythagoras, we'll get the value of AD square. Then triangle AEC. Clear? We can obtain AC square from here. Now compare it. See, AE is common in both. Find value of AE and compare it. Clear? And then ED can be written as EC plus CD. Clear? Now open the square A plus B whole square. It will be like this. EC and EC will get cancelled. AD square is equal to AC square. You are left with these two terms. CD can be taken common from these two terms. Inside CD plus twice of EC. And what is twice of EC? Look here. Twice of EC can be written as BC. Clear? Because E is the midpoint. This is the result what you have to prove. 14th question figure I have drawn. 15th already solved. Go through the chapter. Try to solve all the questions. Thank you.